Shaka Steve here at Watanabe Florist. I'm so stoked because we're about to go in and meet Mr. Monty. Monty is going to show us what this business is about, and we're going to post 5 clips on social media for you guys to vote on. Is it legit? Is it epic? Is it a great shoot location? I guarantee you this is going to be beautiful inside. And do they share aloha, and do they have the Pono spirit? So join us, watch this on social, vote them up, because we want to make sure that the world knows about this business. Let's go. Hey gang, Shaka Stars and Shaka Steve here, bringing you to Monty at Watanabe Florist. You guys have been around for how long?
Nearly 80 years. Since 1945 we got started.
Holy cow.
Welcome to Watanabe Floral.
Thanks for having us. We're really excited to dive into this. Watanabe's been doing it for like 80 years, right? But isn't this year, guys, 80th anniversary?
Next year, well, it's officially next year. In 1946 will be the 80th year.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it said 45.
It did, but they used the July 17th of 1946 as the official date. This is our main showroom floor. So as you walk into the building, this is where everyone can shop. You'll see we have a fantastic, it's called an AIFD. It's a professionally certified designer that we have on staff. AIFD, American Institute of Floral Designers.
Oh, okay.
So he's like a certified professional. Yeah, it's like a professional floral design certification. You can see that it's ready for spring. It's getting ready for Easter. So he'll change it out seasonally. This will kind of be what the display is until maybe the summertime. Then we'll go to a summer look, and then fall eventually, and then Christmas. Our Christmas displays are spectacular.
So we're coming up to Easter now.
Yep. Mr. and Mrs. Watanabe were going to get married right before he was deployed in World War II. So he served the United States in Australia as a translator because he understood Japanese. He was a chemist major, so he was like, man, there's so many of us that are going to get married when we get back. So he started to grow roses right outside the barracks, right there in Australia. Started to get a feel for it, so that when he came home, he started to grow, and then that's how it blossomed. I mean, we were rose growers only from 1945-46 till 1974.
Oh,
in 1974, we became the first company to import flowers from outside the state. So we just went to the florist, because all we did was grow for florists. We weren't a retail shop at the time. We were just wholesalers. And we went to them and said, what other flowers do you want? So they're like, well, bring in baby's breath. So we brought in some. Bring in carnation. So we brought in some. And that's how the wholesale business started to take flight. I'd love to just kind of take you around and show you the showroom.
Yeah.
So again, this is our main showroom floor right here. Everything that you see on the floor is available. So if you're looking to place an order, say you need to do a funeral arrangement, or you want to do a wedding consultation, you would go to our guest service counter, which is in the back there. But on the floor, you have cut flowers that you can have access to. In the coolers, you'll have all of our finished arrangements. So if you want to send something to, say, your wife or mom or grandmother, someone's in the hospital, you can choose something from there, or you can just go to watanabefloral.com. We have a lei cooler in the back filled with local and imported lei for people to have. So this is basically where most retail customers will shop. I'm going to take a quick peek into this cooler here and show you where most of our wholesalers will shop. It's our bulk purchase cooler. It's like we call it like our Costco cooler. So typically florists will shop in here because everything is sold in larger bunches.
See, where does all this stuff come from? This is not growing here, right?
No, they don't. You know, we were rose growers for the first 68 years of our existence.
In Hawaii?
In Hawaii.
No kidding. Where was that at?
So the company started in 1945, and Mr. Watanabe got back from World War II.
Right.
He started growing roses on his grandfather's backyard in Kahala, where Kahala Mall literally now stands.
No kidding.
It used to be a farming community, so that's where it started. When it outgrew that, it moved to Hawaii Kai until Henry Kaiser started developing it. So our farm in Hawaii Kai was right under Kaiser High School.
Wow.
Then we had a farm in Waianae, and then another one in Mililani, and then eventually we outgrew the Waianae farm and went to the Big Island. When we were wholesaling back when we first started, there was a time in the 60s and 70s where there were as many as 800 flower shops in Hawaii. Small, like you thought, Chinatown. Most of them were like that. Now, actual shops that you could go and visit, probably 15 to 20.
Really?
There's not a whole lot, you know, so it's either...
But they're all working for you guys, making the products that go in here, right?
Well, some of them. Flowers are an international marketplace. So now we bring in flowers literally from all over the globe, 6 days a week, from every continent except Antarctica. This is from Colombia. So these are most of the flowers in the country, let alone Hawaii, but in the country come from two predominant places, Colombia and Ecuador.
Yeah.
You're either a specialist, so you have some people that just do weddings and they do that from their house.
Okay.
Or you have people that maybe just do funerals and they do that from their house a lot of times.
I see.
But in order to walk into a brick and mortar flower shop, not just a lay stand, so in Chinatown you still have about 10 lay stands, but actual flower shops, there's maybe 10 left on this island. There's just not a lot.
Now, I've heard there's a difference between smaller and larger roses being some fragrant, some are more showy.
So,
is there a difference there?
There is a difference. There's no perfect flower. There's an inverse relationship between longevity and smell.
Yeah.
So the more fragrant an item, like our pikake or pakalana, it dies really, really quickly.
Right.
Flowers are the same way.
Okay.
So the reason why the Ecuadorian roses are a slightly bigger head is because they're grown at a higher elevation. So the roses stay on the bush a little bit longer.
I see.
So they get that better size.
Yeah.
But now, because everything is coming from so far away, very few of the roses specifically, or flowers in general, are being bred to smell. They're mostly being bred to last because they have to get from Colombia and Ecuador to Hawaii and still have long life. So the breeding has changed from smell to longevity, which is why when we were growing, we kind of tried to do the opposite.
Yeah.
Because we were growing and bringing it here the same day, we were trying to grow fragrant, not long lasting. When we were growing up, you wanted flowers, you find a flower shop. Now, every supermarket.
Everybody raids our tree.
See, I grew up in Hilo, so we had our plumeria tree.
Everybody's all over
and
it.
then you make your own stuff. I mean, it was just readily available. But so let's go pop through here. I'll just take you to the back end. So this is our front end. Let's go to the back.
You can tell flower people work here. Like even their desks look like parties. Wow, that's awesome.
They're working on our lei. So we supply lei to not only our retail customers, but we take care of Target, Walmart, Costco. We service all of the lei needs for them as well.
Insane.
So this is Rexy. Rexy has been with us for the longer than anyone else not named Watanabe.
That deserves a Shaka.
Yes.
Rexy,
Rexy's been with us for over 40 years.
Oh, thank you.
Even if she's 43 years old, she's been here for over 40 years.
So after 80 years, are you guys where you want to be, or is there plans to do something big?
Well, I think right now we just kind of play it by ear, just try to survive the day, try to make sure that you adjust.
Looks like you're doing more than surviving here. This looks very robust.
Well, we're blessed. We have tremendous staff, but one of the things that we have not been able to do since COVID is ramp up our staffing. So we're still kind of limited on what we can do, how we can grow based on the amount of quality staff that we can find. So that's still a challenge. If that resolves itself over a period of time, then of course, then possibilities will open up on things that we can do. One of the things COVID really changed for us is partnering with more local people in non-floral ways.
Okay.
So we work now with Allen Olive Oil, we work with Hawaiian Paradise Candies, we work with Honolulu Chip Company.
Eden in Love.
Eden in Love. We do
I
a
love
lot.
those guys.
We do a lot with Eden in Love. We now work with Sun Noodle. We are one of the few people that are starting to carry the Haleiwa Dry Mint and the Liliha Sai Mint.
Wow.
Enjoy Snacks is another big partner of us.
What a great box. That's so pretty.
Yeah, it's cool. And when they brought that in, they were selling like hotcakes.
I believe it.
Yeah, so, but it's given us a real opportunity, you know, like at COVID when everyone was struggling, it's like, how do we help each other to survive? I think the key to Watanabe Floral been around is that our core values have resonated from 80 years ago till now. So our mission is a ho'omau pono, which is ho'omau means to continue to last, and pono of course is morality. A ho'omau pono turns into a command, so to continue to last, to perpetuate by doing things with morality all the time is our mission. And we support that with our core values that you see all around the building. The spirit of aloha with lots of love, making sure that we treat each other and our guests with that spirit of aloha. Keeping people first, meaning being selfless in our actions, understanding our role and importance in giving back to the community, and then striving for a service excellence where good is not good enough and great is not good enough. We understand flowers are not a necessity. You gotta eat, you gotta sleep, you gotta have clothes.
Depends on how big trouble you're in.
Yes. These items here are all gonna go out to our mass market account. So either a Walmart or a Target. This is where we send for them. And here is our lei cooler. So orchids, including lei, have to be at a slightly warmer temperature.
Okay.
So whereas we were in the 33 to 36 degrees,
Yeah.
this cooler is kept at 48 degrees. You can kind
Okay.
of feel the difference
Yeah,
once
yeah.
you get in here.
Yeah.
But this is where
My wife, by the way, would love your facility. She likes it cold. This is how
Oh,
our
yeah?
house feels all the time. So I feel like I'm at home.
Yeah, there you go.
When you talk about serving the community, give me some examples of how Watanabe connects with the community on
Well, I
on a
think
real
what's
level.
coming up in the month of May is we're going to do a fundraiser with the Children's Miracle Network. So every month of May, we partner with a nonprofit. We go to our staff and we'll say, hey, is there a nonprofit that's important to you? So
Yeah.
we've worked with the Diabetes Foundation before
Great.
because we have some people that are suffering from that. We've worked with the breast cancer awareness at times. But if no one has a preference, I have a soft spot for kids.
Yeah.
So we're always working with Make-A-Wish or Children's
Great.
Miracle Network. So
Yeah.
all month long, we'll solicit in the store on the Saturday before Mother's Day because we don't open Sundays. Sundays
Yeah.
we're closed no matter what,
Yeah.
including Mother's Day.
Yeah.
We'll give a percentage of sales all day long to them. And then besides that, we'll do about 5 of these fundraisers a year.
Wow.
Where we'll pick 4 of our most popular arrangements for the entire month, and 20% of the proceeds will go to certain. This is where we keep all of our flowers that are to be delivered either today or tomorrow.
So this is
everything
the
that you-
retail side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Wow.
you'll have cut flowers in here, like back there. We'll deliver those to some florists as well.
Yeah.
But these items are retail pieces. I call that the hammer. That's a 4 dozen rolls
Oh,
of
that's when you get
arrangement.
in big trouble.
Yeah,
You
yes.
get in big
When
trouble,
you're
you
really
gotta go.
naughty,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you're
yeah.
really naughty, you get the hammer. That's
Yeah,
why we
yeah,
made
yeah.
the name so easy to
That's so
remember.
smart.
This is just one of our retail arrangements, so our standard website arrangements.
Yeah.
Probably our number 1 most popular. It's
What would
about-
that be for? Like a
Anything.
housewarming?
No, this is pretty. People give this for anniversaries, for birthdays, for get well, for business giving. It's a pretty. This one will do about 100 to 125 a month. Just
Oh.
this one piece.
Wow, that's amazing.
When you're able to survive for 80 years, you're only able to do that with tremendous support from the community. And so when you have that support, it just makes it very easy to want to give back.
Well, this is a small place. Everybody's your cuz, right?
Yeah, everybody.
And if you treat them well, they're going to treat you well.
Yeah, that's a quick tour of our showroom floor,
so much.
our
That's
back
awesome.
end, our delivery, our design center. And Corey, this is Corey. He's the
Hey,
one that
Corey,
I
how's
told
it?
you about that does
I'm
all
Steve.
the displays.
Aloha. Oh, you're our designer, yes?
Yes, he's our AIFD.
All right.
You're going to get a Shaka.
You get a Shaka because you're doing such a great job here.
Where are you from?
We're from Shaka Stars. We made a movie called Shaka Story of Aloha as a nonprofit, and then we're following this up with a serial, which is all about showcasing great businesses, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
Watanabe Floral, how do they find you guys?
The easiest way, if you want anything retail or you just want to kind of look at what we have, which is what most people do, is watanabefloral.com. Over there, you have all of our offerings for delivery. We ship product, lei and tropical flowers out to the mainland. If you want a wedding consultation, you can sign up for that there. You want to buy sympathy flowers, you can do that there. There's a section on our history and everything on the website. So Watanabe Floral will give you a lot of information. If you want to call us, it's 808-832-9360.
Okay.
If you're on the mainland, it's 888-832-9360, so it's toll free.
A lot of eights. That's
A
good.
lot of 8 there. And then, of course, you can stop by. We're open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 4.
Awesome. Steve Sue with Mr. Monty of Watanabe Florals. Thanks for coming down. And if you guys are interested in learning more about Shaka Stars, check us out at shakastars.com or at Shaka Stars Pod on any social channel. Thanks for joining us. Monty,
Thank you for being here.
hug it out.
All right.